President Trump is waking up this morning after delivering the third longest State of the Union address in history, lasting 1 hour and 20 minutes. Mr. Trump had set out to strike a unified, optimistic tone, but there was also some hardline rhetoric, which undoubtedly pleased his base. It was an historic moment, notable for what the president said and for what he left out. After a tumultuous first year in office, President Trump trying to chart a new course.
The state of our union is strong because our people are strong.
Using his first State of the Union to emphasize national unity.
This, in fact, is our new American moment.
Touting his tax victory and gains in the economy.
Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs.
The president, known for speaking off the cuff, largely staying on script, unveiling an ambitious agenda, urging Congress to pass a $1.5 trillion infrastructure package and calling for bipartisanship on immigration reform.
I am extending an open hand to work with members of both parties, Democrats and Republicans, to protect our citizens of every background, color, religion, and creed.
At times on immigration, the president portraying a country under siege.
For decades, open borders have allowed drugs and gangs to pour into our most vulnerable communities.
In a nod to his base, the president trying to repurpose the term dreamers, those 800,000 young undocumented immigrants brought here illegally as children.
My duty and the sacred duty of every elected official in this chamber is to defend Americans, to protect their safety, their families, their communities, and their right to the American dream. Because Americans are dreamers too.
Drawing boos from Democrats on his proposal to limit migration for families of immigrants who become U.S. citizens.
Under the current broken system, a single immigrant can bring in virtually unlimited numbers of distant relatives.
That statement quickly called out by fact-checkers who noted distant relatives cannot be sponsored for residency. The night taking an emotional turn as the president paid tribute to guests sitting with the First Lady, including two families who lost loved ones to gang violence, and the parents of Otto Warmbier, whose son was detained in North Korea and later died. The president taking a hard line on leader Kim Jong-un.
North Korea's reckless pursuit of nuclear missiles could very soon threaten our homeland. We are waging a campaign of maximum pressure to prevent that from ever happening.
But the speech was just as notable for what the president didn't say. No mention of Russia's meddling in the U.S. election or the special counsel investigation. Even more notable, perhaps, this comment when the president left the chamber.
Release the number. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. 100%.
Democrats offering not one, but 5 rebuttals to the president. Congressman Joe Kennedy, the grandson of Bobby Kennedy, delivering the party's official response.
Bullies may land a punch. They may leave a mark. But they have never, not once, in the history of our United States, managed to match the strength and spirit of a people united in defense of their future.
And this morning, the First Lady making some headlines of her own, wearing a white pantsuit to the address, a contrast with some female lawmakers who wore all black in solidarity with the Me Too movement. Mrs. Trump also broke with tradition by traveling to the U.S. Capitol with her invited guests instead of with her husband, although she did return to the White House with Mr. Trump. The president bucking a White House trend as well. Instead of hitting the road to sell his State of the Union message, the president will remain here in Washington today and hold a series of meetings, including one on tax reform. Savannah.
All right, Kristen Welker, thank you so much. So let's.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.